Dumbo is a new live-action Disney remake, and it's directed by Tim Burton, and it stars Danny DeVito, Colin Farrell, and a little adorable CGI elephant, among others. The film tells the story of Holt, who returns from the war having lost an arm, and he finds his job, that is taking care of horses, now gone because the horses have been sold. So now he has to take care of elephants, which he knows nothing about. And one day Mrs. Jumbo gives birth to an elephant whose ears are oversized. And while some view it as a freak, others see him as a wonder. Now, you all know the story of Dumbo. I'm not here to tell you what the story is. The story does take a departure from the original midway through, but it's the first hour that really grabbed me because it allowed me to really feel for the family of Holt, played by Colin Farrell, his relationship with his kids and how he struggles to connect with them is something very relatable, and these characters find a kindred spirit in the little baby Dumbo, which we know gets separated from his mother, and these kids also don't have a mother. So their story is what really makes you grab on to what is going on in this film. But that story can only go so far because, again, we know this story of Dumbo getting separated from his mother. There are cute little scenes. The CGI on him is great, and he is freaking adorable. If you thought he was adorable in the trailers, you will not be disappointed with him in this film because he is utterly adorable. You just want him to be real and hug him very tight and make him feel better. That's how cute he is. But this family and their story is really the emotional hook of the film, and for the most part, it really works. The problems mainly emerge on the second half of the film. And before I go to my negatives, let me just say that while I'm not the biggest Tim Burton fan, I have loved films of his, like Sweeney Todd, Big Fish, Frankenweenie. The man has a visual eye like no one else, and he brings that out in this film in the best kind. There are Tim Burton films that can be a little too much Tim Burton, but when he shows his Tim Burton-ness in this film with some very thrilling horror elements in terms of the visuals, he can really bring it, as well as some unique creative looks into the story of Dumbo through a lens we've never seen before. He makes it shine throughout this film, and I really enjoy that. It was never too much Tim Burton, it was just Tim Burton enough so you can see his signature in this film and understand that he directed it. But in terms of narrative, the second part of the film, which is when Michael Keaton comes in and the film takes a big departure, it felt very interesting. However, this is what I noticed what would become my major issue with the film, and that is, this is not a Dumbo story. This is a story of this family through Dumbo. Dumbo in this film is a plot device. And as I mentioned before, he's cute and he does help this family a lot. There are great sequences with Dumbo flying, very cute sequences and heartfelt with this family taking care of Dumbo and trying to help him cope with the loss of his mother. It's just very cute, but in terms of narrative, there's really not much going on with him. He is useful and cute, he's a visual feast, but that's really it when it comes to him. The story really is about this family, but they can only make you grab onto this film so much. The film stops caring with the struggles of the people of the circus at one point and only mentions them briefly, and then they are used to further the story of Dumbo, which again is not really a character in this film. The film just loses sight of anything that you could connect to. I don't think the movie's horrible. I think it's fine. It's there, it's enjoyable to watch, but it's something you can forget rather easily. Not to say that the original one is a masterwork that can never be topped. I just felt that this was never truly Dumbo's story. There are moments where the CGI also doesn't come through, as well as the color grading. There's this awful looking scene with Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito when Michael Keaton is trying to recruit him to be his partner in business, and the backgrounds just look awful. The lighting on the characters looks absolutely atrocious. And then there are scenes when someone is flying on Dumbo. That's how far I'll go into it. And Dumbo looks good, but the connection between you and that person who's flying on top of him just disappears from one shot to the next. One moment that person is real, on the other one it's not, very clearly so. I've actually been a fan of most of the Disney live action adaptations thus far. This one, I thought it was fine. Watchable. It's there. If kids get to see this as a first version of Dumbo for them, I think it's pretty okay. This one, as a load of bad things, but it's not without its fair share of good elements. I'm giving Dumbo a C. Guys, what did you think of Dumbo? Let me know in the comments below and let me know what you prefer, either this one or the original, and let me know how you rank the Disney live-action remakes. Let me know also how cute you describe Dumbo as. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. You are the best. I'll have reviews for Dragged Across Concrete and Pet Sematary in the next few days, and I hope to see you on those. So until then, stay beautiful and stay geeky. And if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and click the bell so we can be geeky united.